Hey everybody, hey to the people, come on in, come on in. The lounge is open, and we're going to go ahead and get into happy hour. Thank you guys for tuning in for the Real Housewives of Atlanta recap that we just finished with Toria from What Else Is Going On podcast, the We Go podcast, and we are going to go ahead and give you a show tonight like we always do. I have some special guests with me, so I'll go ahead and let the first special guest up. Uh, no, I won't. I'll make them wait a little bit. No, I'm joking. How you guys doing? Hey, thank you so much, Amanda K, for coming on into the lounge. Oh Lord Jesus, child. Who the hell done brought this? Oh Lord Jesus.
Well, well, well.
Oh God, I don't know if I'm ready for this shit. How you doing?
You know what? Yeah, I'm here. I'm good. I'm
You
here.
happy to be back, bitch?
I'm here.
Well, you ain't happy to be back, right? Get on down so well. Okay.
No, I'm always happy to talk to you.
Yes, and the birthday girl herself, girl.
Hey y'all.
Hey,
Are you been having a
birthday
birthday, huh?
girl.
I've been running around. I need to put a ponytail holder in my hair.
Yes, you do. Let me see what you got going on up here. You need to let you down so you can go and put a ponytail in. Oh Lord, let me see what you look
Yeah,
like.
go let me go. I was outside.
You end up here looking no mess, Silver.
Yeah, let me go do that.
How long you gonna need to do it?
2 minutes.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Girl, it's her birthday. So
It's her birthday.
Jay, you have been gone for a while.
I have.
Uh so let's just do Jay say. What Jay say? Jay, what do you say about the upcoming season of Real Housewives of Miami?
Ooh, looking forward to it. I'm gonna miss Dr. Nicole so bad. That's my girl. Um, that's just one of my favorite casts. I can't wait for them to be back on my screen. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be my favorite show of the summer.
Okay, Jay, what do you say about Garcelle leaving Beverly Hills?
Glad she's taking a break. Love Garcelle, always one of my favorites on there. I think she just needs to get away from the women. I hope she'll be back. And I hope if she comes back with a different cast.
Jay, what do you say about Kenya Moore versus Britt Eady?
Ooh, I say I miss Kenya a lot. Think what Kenya did was wrong. Don't feel like she should have been fired. I do not give one solitary fuck about Brit Eady.
Okay, he's back. Good God. Good grief. Uh, what do you say, Jay? Jay, what do you say about Mia Thornton's departure from the Real Housewives of Potomac?
Oh, Mia, Mia, Mia. I'm gonna miss Mia in Potomac. That's my girl. I love her, her lies, her chaos, her just complete desperation to be on TV. I think it was gonna happen sooner than later. I want to see her, even though I'm not watching Atlanta. I want to see her in Atlanta,
Mm,
um, because I feel like her chaos is needed on Bravo.
okay. All right. And Tori B is back. Tori B, tell us what the hell you done did for your birthday, child. What's going on?
Got
She
drunk.
got on shade?
I'm about to take it off.
No, you can keep on. What's you all right?
Yes. No. I was actually lounges, parties. That's what I was doing the whole weekend. I've been off. I've been trying to relax. Corporate life is stressful, so I'm just trying to make the best of it. At least it's not raining in New York anymore because it was nasty the past couple of days. It was pretty good for my birthday, but after that, it's been like dark and gloomy. So I've just been outside living life, child. I just came back from Jersey. I was shopping, so that's what I was doing.
All right. Tori B, did you put your cash app in your bio?
No, I didn't.
You should. If y'all want to go ahead and give her a birthday celebration, go ahead and cash out her. I'll go ahead and go to the super chat and we'll make sure she gets it when they give it to us. In the meantime, it's been so much going on in the world today, so much drama in the world today, darling. But this past Monday was the Met Gala, and I know that you guys are coming here to talk Real Housewives and all of the reality TV show teas. But let's talk a little Met Gala, huh? Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Give me 1 second. Let me get up close to the computer so I can get these Met Gala looks up for the people, okay? While I'm getting the Met Gala looks up, hey, to the people, I see y'all on the
Hey
thing.
y'all.
All right. How y'all doing? Okay, hey, Kevin. Glad Mia is no longer on Potomac. Oh,
I tell you what, Kevin, ain't nobody ask you.
uh, y'all asked one back. Now he cussing y'all out. Look at
Listen,
yeah, y'all get.
keep your opinions in the mother effing comments. It's like, I'm gonna be nice today. I'm gonna be nice. Y'all know I'm just
God,
all
please don't
love.
leave people up off of here.
It's all love.
I don't even know how to change my name anymore.
I've missed talking shit with y'all.
You did?
I have.
Chase is not trying to come back to DC. I said we need another go round in DC.
Oh, I would love to come back to DC, but you were trying to invite everybody. Everybody. Well, no, everybody is now invited. How about that?
Well, just gotta sip my water.
Now, what else is what?
Being messy.
Going on. I don't
know who I was inviting. I thought
you said all of us and everybody. Whoever. Yes, all of us need to get together. I said no, the hell we don't.
I
all
didn't
of us
mean
don't need to do nothing. But this little group right here, even though I ran circles around y'all ass, y'all couldn't keep up with the girl. I would love to do it again.
2 of us had work the next day.
Right.
Okay, girl.
Don't do that. Like,
honey, look at me. I'm always at work. Get into it. Yes. Shimmy. I know that's right, girl. She's always working, honey. And so, what is your excuse?
I can't do that in my corporate job. So no.
I did. That's why I probably ain't damn got
Well. Just gonna say, well.
Ooh, this is a little too transparent. Ooh.
Right. Because I was definitely working on the train back to New York the morning.
For real?
But yeah.
I mean, but you were working, you made it, that's all that matters.
Right.
It's all that matters.
This is what it is. When you a hustler, you figure it out.
I'm doing a little flicked. Remember that word? Anybody ever said it? You so flicked. You ever heard it?
Damn, I haven't heard that in like forever.
Some Florida stuff.
No. It was DC. But that was like, that's like middle. Let me not tell my age.
Florida stuff and what she always got something to damn say. It's your birthday, but don't get dealt with. I should deal with her on her birthday, shouldn't I? I know y'all agree. I know y'all was gonna agree with me. Yeah, they told me to get your ass, Tori B, if you acting up today.
Absolutely.
I think because you got a little backup.
Said anything? You creating stories in your head?
Call me Portia.
Now see. I will say I have caught up on Atlanta, even though I'm not like actively watching. I have caught up.
Okay. All right. I mean, I like Atlanta this season. I know a lot of people do not. You guys are well within your right to not like it. I liked it. It's gonna be hard for me to do these Met Gala looks. So yeah, it's gonna be a little hard for me to get these full body Met Gala looks, you guys. Give me 1 second. I think I got an idea.
Did you ask Jay about Portia? What you think about Portia?
I did. Well, no, I didn't ask him about Portia.
Yeah. What you think about Portia this season?
I mean, I feel like this is what Portia's always been, so I don't see that she's being anything other than who she's always been.
Yes.
But I will say I've also never really been a Portia fan, so
yeah, I think it's just gonna get worse when Phaedra comes. She's gonna be on 10.
I will say, and I've had this, even though I've been watching, I've been fast forwarding a lot, so I think there's probably some context I'm missing. There are some people who solo scenes I have not watched at all. So maybe I'm missing something, but I think Portia is very consistent with who she is.
Yeah, the audience just didn't want to believe it.
I think that there have always been so many more dynamic housewives besides Portia that her mess, her personal mess has always gotten overshadowed or not paid attention to. So like now that she's on Front Street, I think people are really seeing her for her chaos.
Got it. I agree. Because some people didn't tune into her show. So they
Yeah.
didn't know how chaotic. Like I tweeted it and somebody was like, well, what happened on her show? I didn't watch it. I was like, child, she tried to harm her Dennis's mother. Like at the end, it got very violent. And I was just like, I can't get down with that. That was it for me. I wasn't a huge Portia fan, but I liked her. But
So I liked Portia. I think I liked her on Ultimate Girls Trip. I think the thing with me, I like Portia when she's fun and just supporting other people. I don't like her in a lead kind of situation. Well, I mean, I don't really think there's any lead on this season, although Angela is the MVP for me. But I think that Portia, it's kind of like that second, that second time return. I think Portia realizes, I don't think that if she leaves after the second time, I don't think she'll come back for a third time. Um, this is her check. This is her means to, you know, earn her living. I think she's kind of hyper fixated on keeping that to where she's just spiraling all over the place. I mean, all the women want their check, but I don't know. I think Portia Portia clearly one of Andy's favorites. I kind of hate when housewives start to feel like the show is all that they have. And that's what I kind of feel with Portia, and she's just doing whatever she needs to do to make sure that she stays getting her check. And that goes across all cities. I can name several housewives who I feel like Ashley Darby's one. When they had nothing else going on and they know that they had no check, if they had no Bravo, they start acting foolish.
yeah, I just wish they would cut her loose already. I'm so sick of Ashley Darby and who is booking her in these venues in DC? Who in VA? Who is booking her?
So I say I have such a soft spot for Ashley. I was actually watching season 4. It's actually on my TV right now. I started rewatching, and I don't know if I just overlooked how desperate and stupid she was. But I was watching the episodes when she was trying to go to her father's house, and just the way she's such a damaged individual, just all around. Um, but I think she's needed in Potomac. I think Atlanta doesn't need Portia like I think we thought we need her. I think Ashley's needed in Potomac. But that's also because Potomac's a harder city to cast. There's a million women on the corner in Atlanta ready to film. I think we haven't found anyone like Ashley or that can kind of fill the void. But I think when they do find somebody, I would be okay with seeing her leave, even though I like her.
Yeah, people have too much integrity in DC. They're not
Now,
shameless. The only shameless person in the area was Mia Thornton.
oh yeah, Mia Shame is just oh Mia. I So the thing about Mia is if she just I think where she loses me is when she does all these fake ass inspirational posts on obedience is in walking away and I'm just surrendering myself to the process. Bitch, this is not who you are. I hate that she does this like Hallmark ass mahogany card personality on Instagram, but then on the show you're just a bat out of hell. Be both. That's where I'm just like, it's not realistic. But I think if she did a couple cameos in Atlanta, she'd be who she really is. I don't know, but
That's it.
Strumming my
She,
pain with his finger,
she ruined that song for me for the rest of my life. I am
singing my
traumatized.
life with his
She had no
words.
business. She don't know what tone, pitch, or anything is.
Turn
I
it over
always say that there are
time.
some people, like I believe that some people can be taught enough to hold a note. Like you don't have to be a greatest singer. Ashley's not one of those people. And the sad part is, I really do believe she's getting lessons from someone. I know
Strumming my
she
pain.
is,
He has
They
an
taking
but
amazing
her
band,
money.
though.
They are
The
taking her
band's
money.
amazing.
She is not
Her
on.
band is amazing. She spent the money where it needed to be spent.
Yeah,
Her
but the
band,
background singers could sing better than her.
that's the case for most people.
I think when you accept that her mother has mental issues,
What?
likely, and that Ashley likely has mental issues, you
Huh?
realize it is just passed down from
Excuse
generation to generation. Ashley never had a chance to be well adjusted and make normal choices. So I blame all this on Sheila.
The delusion. Yes.
what did he just say?
I said it. I think Ashley crazy because her mom's
Allegedly,
crazy.
allegedly. I gotta say it.
Allegedly.
Who are these motherfucking people on that?
Are we going to get into the news about the Bravo
Yeah,
announcements
we're
for
gonna get into a lot of
shows?
things. I wanted to get these things out of the way first, and I don't know. This is crazy. Okay, let's get into the Met Gala looks that I was able to get into. There is Alton Mason. Um, what do we think about him? Ooh, 808,
I
guys.
I liked it with the jacket on. I saw a couple pictures of it with the jacket off. Didn't really like it as much. The eye patch really annoyed me because why?
I don't know
Why?
why he was giving Zorro, but even though he is so fat phobic, he is fine as hell.
He's got a great body, like
Oh my
great
god.
body, and I love the tailoring of the coat. I think it's a perfect accessory to this, but wasn't one of my favorites.
So 8 or 8.
He ate.
Oh yeah, he ate.
He 8 definitely was not one of my faves, but
Not
yeah. I'm trying to figure out how I downloaded this onto my computer and it will be getting off. This is weird, but okay, I'll take it.
he was on
Uh
theme. I'll give him that.
Janelle
Now,
Monáe.
this was one of my favorite looks of the night because you got a twofer. This was a cape or jacket that came off, and the outfit under it was gorgeous, on theme. I mean, Janelle Monáe, this is her aesthetic. This black dandy theme, this was literally made for her. So she really did the damn thing and she killed it. And even she had a look at the after party that was great too. But that one was a little more risque because the boobs was out. But this was 8 all day, one of top 5 for me.
Yeah, she never misses for me. I will say, I think even though every time she's at the Met or on the red carpet, like she clearly has a vision, she understands her style. I think you can kind of know what to expect from her, but I love the look. She knows her style really well. Loved it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8. Um, Actually, for Memorial Day weekend, she's performing a free concert in Jacksonville, Florida, of all places. So if you're in Jacksonville, go check that out. Let's see. This is like I said, this is weird. I downloaded one picture and I downloaded the whole file. So I'm not really sure what the hell is going on. But this is Alton Mason, as you were referring to earlier, without the cape. Just look at the chest. Give him clean.
Give him cleave. Give
Listen,
Give
him
him clean.
cleave.
What was that off of? Where do I get that from? Give him
That's
clean.
from Living
Give him
Single.
single. Give him
That's
clean.
the titty balls are titty balling. I'm not mad at it.
I just wanna.
I just yeah. Sorry.
Oh, oh, oh.
I will
Control your.
say for a while it seemed like he had been doing some filler or something to his face that I was not liking. I don't know, his face had been kind of looking a little too chiseled, but I mean, that's a good looking guy.
Absolutely, absolutely. My God, today.
Do rag on too?
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I just got to be honest with you about it. Give me 1 second. Like I said, this is all a little weird how it downloaded onto my computer. So
Hands for let's give it up. Let's clock it. Cause this was a moment and a lot of this was drawn from my hometown of Harlem, NYC. ASAP Rocky was on the board for this. He was one of the co-chairs. Dapper Dan, who was infamous here to like creating all of these masterpieces from Gucci, whatever, and sold it to a lot of drug dealers, and then they shut him down because he was creating like a whole new like streetwear out of fashion houses like Gucci and the rest. And so this was their theme. Pharrell was also a co-chair. So like a lot of inspiration came from the 20s, and black dandyism is not nothing new to Harlem, zoot suits and everything else. So shout out to them. It was black. They had Laura Roach there. It's just, this was black excellence at its finest, and it was really beautiful to see.
What did you think about Shabuzi? Shabuti. Oh, good Lord.
I like Shabuzi, but this was late for me.
I didn't live for the outfit. I lived for that ass, though.
I like it. I think I liked it. I didn't love it. I think that the hat kind of lost me a little bit. I
Very
liked it.
Dorit.
I liked it because it was different. I, I don't know who the designer was for this. Also, I did kind of notice that, and I like that there were a lot more black designers that had tables this year, which I think was great. I do. I think it was kind of interesting how a lot of the big couture houses didn't buy tables this year. I mean,
Mhm.
Donatella only dressed Chance the Rapper. Armani wasn't there. I don't think Gucci was there. Prada. So there, I think that, and I know some people were kind of complaining about the sameness of a lot of the looks. Hallie. Oh, I wanted to talk about that. But no, I like Shabuzi. I think there kind of felt a little African vibe to it. It wasn't my favorite, but I appreciate a man who takes that kind of risk.
Dorit called and asked for her look back late. Okay, what do you think about Halle Berry?
I love Hallie. I don't know if I like this look on her.
I think it didn't photograph well on the carpet because I saw pictures inside. I think I saw pictures from her IG that looked better. The dress looked better. Um, I actually saw a picture of her without the jacket that I preferred. But even like the makeup just felt like it aged her a little bit. I mean, the body was great, but I think this is one of those things where it didn't hold up under those lights.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
I
it.
don't
I
like it.
didn't like it on her. I feel like on somebody else, it could have looked a lot better.
Yeah.
Late. One of my favorite looks I wanted to highlight. We're gonna move on and get into some TV news, but one of my looks I wanted to highlight. So if y'all see something, I'll stop it. But one that I wanted to highlight for sure. Not Kim Kardashian giving her best Janet Jackson impersonation. Who I really wanted to see on the carpet was Janet Jackson. I felt like this
Yes.
was up her alley. She would have rocked a little
Yeah,
Tom Brown and tore that.
Tom Brown did very well
Yeah,
here.
well, this is his alley though.
Yeah.
This is Tom
Yes.
Brown's lane. Not Demi Moore looking
Oh,
like that tie.
that yeah, Demi. That was Tom. Was it Tom Brown?
I'm
Yeah, it
not
was Tom
Yeah,
sure.
it
Brown.
was Tom
Yeah.
Brown, right?
Give me 1 second. I want to, because I definitely get, if you guys have a look that you want to discuss, I'll definitely get to it. But I want to make sure I do it because you guys know I will forget.
Oh
Baby,
yes.
baby, ain't nothing y'all can tell me about Diana the Boss motherfucking Ross. She ate that shit at
Oh,
81 years old.
She did.
I
She
loved it.
wasn't on theme, but icons do not have to be on theme. And I did.
Agreed.
I couldn't even believe she was there. I was like, "Mother is giving. Go ahead, Diana." And her son was there to walk her up them steps too.
Yeah,
Okay.
I loved it. I was watching one of the interviews. Apparently, she agreed to come like very late, so this all kind of came
Mhm.
together at the last minute. I think she also had all of her kids and grandkids' names embroidered on the coat, so I
Yeah.
thought that was really cool. And then, I mean, look, this might likely be her last Met. I mean, God willing, she comes to another one. But if this is her last Met, I think this is a perfect way to go out.
Beautiful.
And I love Diana. She
I
does
love
no
Diana
wrong.
Ross too. I got to see Diana a couple of years ago in concert. I love the boss. I'm a big Supremes fan. I'm a big Mary Wilson fan, a big Florence Ballard fan, a big Diana Ross fan. So, I just love the girls. And it's nice to see her here in this medium getting the respect that she deserves as a living legend and icon in the game. Okay, time to play the game. Oh, let me. Sorry, that's my
Now,
wrestling side came out.
I will say there were some people who I wanted more from. Coco Jones, I liked her look. Didn't I wanted more from her?
I didn't like it.
I mean, I think she has a styling issue just in her career in general. They really style her like she is late 30s all the time, and she's a pretty girl. Was glad to see her on the carpet. Didn't love Sierra's look. There were also way too many people in contacts this year. I didn't like Cardi's contacts. I didn't like them contacts and
How do they
Sierra's
get them in
eyes.
their eyes? Because I can't get mine in.
I think Sierra's had better Met looks. Glad she was there. I think Nikki's beautiful. Didn't hate it, didn't love it. Megan was disappointing.
She wasn't gonna wear a suit.
But it's
Should have.
like
She should have.
Megan has had better looks like that would have been on theme that she's done for videos and other stuff that
I
would have
agree.
here.
Right, I
Like
agree.
Megan could have wore what Sabrina Carpenter wore and tore it up.
But she also was a guest of Michael Kors, and Michael Kors is not the most
Yeah,
exciting designer.
I would. Yeah, so that was his dress. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay, that makes sense. The only thing I'll give her, which I didn't know, was the hair was actually a homage to Josephine Baker. So I'll give her that. But
Yeah.
That really
otherwise,
does scream black dandyism.
yeah.
Rest
There is
up, black
also
dandy.
one enough black people, like big celebrity black people there for my taste. Like, I mean, I'm glad to see Angela. She looked great. Regina King looked good. Not acknowledging what Gayle King had on. But it was just I would have liked for more black celebrities to have been invited.
Yeah, actually I was Pharrell, I felt like could have did a little better, like for you to be a co-chair. But then I feel like what they did was they made sure the co-chairs didn't overdo it. I think that's what happened because Rocky didn't overdo it either.
Yeah.
Neither did La Roach. What do you think about Tiana Taylor showing up as a vampire in Brooklyn?
Oh, I mean, she's a part-time lesbian anyway, so this is right up her alley. Like, she looks amazing.
So just another tidbit about this is Ruth E. Carter, who is the first Black woman to win an Oscar for costume design, styled her. I'm not sure who the designer is on this, but she styled her. And so I think Tiana really plays up both the feminine and the male,
Yeah.
so very androgynous.
Oh yes.
I see a little bit of both. I can relate. I get that a lot too. Apparently, I read lesbian too.
Yeah, I thought you were gay. I just got to be honest.
I thought
So
I mean,
I get it. I get it. It
Are
makes
you?
a lot of things. No,
no,
absolutely
she likes a lot of
No,
people.
she
Well,
look
not a
like a
lot.
little cat. You know, the cat.
Drew ate that line.
yeah,
That's her first quotable in 4 seasons. Good for her.
yeah.
So I know we're probably about to get off this, but I do
Yeah.
remember what my most disappointing dress was. Savannah James.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
I didn't.
I
It
didn't
looked
like
real
it.
skinny.
Here's the thing about Savannah James. She wore a Black designer. And
Yep.
it was Hanifa.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, you wore Hanifa. And Hanifa had never been.
That's
I
Hanifa's
think
first
the
showing.
the corset piece was too much for me. Otherwise it was okay. If we could have figured that out in a better constructed way, I don't know. But I did like that she chose to wear a Black designer, and it is
Yes.
Hanifa. So she gave, she really spotlighted that, and I thought that was wonderful. Most of the looks I liked were either Tom Brown or Louis Vuitton.
Yeah. Yeah. Hanifa, I mean, I think it felt like the tailoring wasn't super precise. I mean, I guess Hanifa's kind of more of a ready to wear designer anyways. Happy that she was there and hope she gets some more opportunities.
She
But
will.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that, like, I was like, whoa.
I didn't care for the corset part.
Yeah.
But
But Savannah she's gorgeous. So
Yes, yes. But everybody otherwise, there were a lot of there were some people who showed up, very simple but structured. Carrie Washington was one of those people. Damn, I ain't see a picture of her and her husband till afterwards. I was like, damn, he fine.
he is. I didn't even know he was there.
He's
But
a
yeah,
former football player. Yes, he's fine.
Somebody holds Tori off.
ooh.
I know you ain't talking.
But yeah, I think everybody did good. I mean, even the ones that weren't great, weren't bad. I think they did Halle Bailey wrong. She looked wide as all
I didn't
Oh my
outdoors.
like
God, that wasn't a joke. That was what she wore to the Met. She was at the Met Gala, and that's what she wore.
Yes, she looked
Oh, you thought
very.
it was a joke?
Oh no,
I
that
thought it
was
was like
sadly
a
real.
prank. You know how they do the parodies and the pranks?
No,
Ooh.
I was really disappointed in that because I saw
Halle
her
Berry looked
after
good last
party
night and hated
outfit.
it late.
Mm-mm.
Not Halle Berry, but Halle Bailey.
Yeah, woo, yeah. But no, I think everyone for the most part did pretty good. And shout out to Black Excellence all the time.
She looked
There was a
horrible.
woman named Mona something. Her outfit was gorgeous.
Yes,
I
she
forgot
was
what
one of my
I'm sorry,
favorites.
Mona. I'm not familiar with you. I'm sorry, but you went
Yes.
there and you killed it,
Was that
honey.
the plus size, Mona?
No, no, no. Mona Patel. She
Mona
was
Patel. Mona Patel.
last year at the Met. She
Yeah.
had the butterfly wings. They were like the
Oh
motion wings.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I have something I want to show you, and then we're going to move on from our Met Gala 8 or late session.
Look at this. So they. Ooh. Dodgy.
Yes, I'm ready. Give me another. No, stop. Give me another umbrella now. Another one right there. And another. Whoa. I need another one. Another umbrella. Excuse me. I need 4 fucking umbrellas. 2 more umbrellas. Because they're gonna try to sleep their fucking umbrellas. Anybody? Right there. 2 more umbrellas.
I'm so ready.
All right, make a path, everyone.
Clear a path. Move. Clear a path here. Clear a path.
And do not let that one umbrella. I will not.
You look great.
I will not.
You're gonna have to move. Clear a path.
I
So
saw
there is a lot of commotion going on right now about the way that Dolce was speaking to her staff, and yelling at her to get.
That's who that was?
That was Dolce yelling at them to get fucking umbrellas so they can make sure that they hide her look from the paparazzi as she was headed to the Met Gala. And there's been a lot of discussion in regards to the way that she was speaking to them. What did you think about that? Was that diva with attitude and rude and inconsiderate, or was that someone just, having a meltdown in the moment?
I don't even look at it as a meltdown. I mean, I think, look, the Met is chaotic. You have to move quickly. I think also, if people think other divas have not cussed nobody out, I mean, look, Naomi threw a damn phone at somebody. So I think in
But
the
does
grand
that
scheme of
make it
things,
right? Is my question.
I don't think it was wrong. It's not like she said, "Come on, you fucking dumb bitch." Like I think it was just like she needed what she needed in the moment. No, but I also think that if this was what was planned and her team dropped the ball, I would be annoyed in the moment too, because clearly that whatever that partition there, it was obviously supposed to be used. So her team should have been on it. And I would be upset because if you want to reveal your outfit on the carpet, which I didn't love the outfit anyway. So I'm like, girl, I don't know why you're doing all this for this suit.
You're
But
like, shake it, baby. Come on now.
yeah, yeah.
Baby.
But I didn't think it was anything that was like, oh, she was being disrespectful. I think it was just like, hey, y'all fucked up. We gotta, fix this and fix it now. But
Okay,
there's this
what did you
weird
think,
hate
Tori
train
B?
against her. So I don't know.
There is a hate train against her, but Tori B, you were shocked to hear what you heard. What did you think?
You said that was Dochi or Doja Cat?
No, that was Dochi.
Oh. Yeah, I've never heard her speak like that. I don't know. It's a high pressure situation. I'm not gonna make an excuse. I'm surprised it's Dochi. Like literally, she just her like she's been making music for a while, but she just exploded, right? Like she's at the I so it's just like, dag diva, you already starting the diva antics already.
Do you think it's too soon for her to be a diva?
It was like I said. I'm not going to fully defend it. I mean, yeah, I think she could have said it differently, but I don't believe that that's like she's a pattern of doing this or that she's like
Yeah.
being crazy to her people. But yeah, I mean, maybe she could have said it in a different way. But I mean, if I'm gonna be a diva, it's because I'm really gonna pop out. Like I'm just still mad that she did all that just for
I thought it
this.
was. You did all this for this. I thought it was gonna be like Lady Gaga level, super suit level, like some
Right.
bullshit. I didn't know. I like
That's
what
why I
she
was
had on. It was
surprised.
cute,
I'm like,
it
it
was
was
cute.
Dolce?
I don't think that what she had on was worth the commotion she was giving it. I think it was
I
her
would
first
agree
Met
with that.
Gala. She's a young black girl, and I think that she probably did freak out, wanting everything to be perfect. But that's the
Yeah.
beauty in the story because everything is not going to be perfect. Other people have gone and come and said way worse than what she's did. But you got to watch how you treat your people, baby. And now it's on camera.
I
Yeah.
agree.
You got to watch how you treat your people, and that's on camera. So you have very little wiggle room moving forward. They're already looking for a reason to take you down and knock you out of the spot that you have not fully ascended to. You're getting there. You're ascending to a level. You're talented, and you're all of the above. But as you go, you have to watch how you treat people along the way, because the same people you see going up be them same bitches laughing at you as you're coming down. And I've seen this happen to girls like Azalea Banks that were the dark skinned rapstresses that were on their way up. All the fashion houses loved her. She was rapping at the Chanel fashion show, and then
Mm.
boom, as fast as she got there up there, she got down faster. So it happens, and don't think that you're exempt. That's why every day I have to thank God for anything that happens in No Chaser TV's favor, because every day I'm highly grateful because it could be somebody else. And so for you to be in that position, for people to doubt your talent when you are talented, for people to think that you are payola and you are an industry plant, and for then you to get in these positions and have these moments and you be caught talking to people like that, that's what we saw you say. Now we can also question, well, what are you saying when the cameras aren't around, aren't rolling? How are you speaking to these people? I don't know if that is who she is to the core of her, because it goes against everything that she's presented. However, she better hope it does not happen again, because people are looking for a reason to already knock her off her spot.
Yep.
You
I'm with
cannot give them a reason to give it
Yep.
to somebody else.
Listen, and the rap girls, those stands are so unhinged. I mean, not saying that this is anyone should be in this situation, but I wouldn't want to be a rap girl caught like this because you know
They
the
already on her
Barbara's
ass.
and the other people, they just gonna wait. They could probably be sitting outside her dressing room with listening devices from now on, waiting for her to fuck
Oh
up.
yeah,
So
she's now they're gonna be looking to see how she be, and then the picture of Blue Ivy looking at her like she lost her damn mind going around again. So
yeah,
I'm just
I
saying, it's not a good look, sister.
not gonna
It's not a
look.
good look, sister. I gotta be honest.
That's bad.
I ride for Doechii. I watched
I love her.
Doechii's YouTube videos, her vlogs before she got big. She struggled, was in the car, was at Airbnb. She is really, for me, okay. People think that you come out of nowhere when you come out of nowhere, but that does not mean just because I came out of nowhere to you, I have not grinded and worked my ass off to get the little bit that I got, and the more that God is giving me. You see?
Yeah.
So yeah, No Chaser TV blew up on social media within the last 3 months, 3 to 4 months, since December, I'd say. And people think that it's come out of nowhere. But if you know me and know the story and know all of the hard work that we've done over here on YouTube for the last year, and before you, everything that we've done from Clubhouse in years, it's been years and hard work in the making. Okay. So nothing truly happens overnight. However, once you get there overnight, people are looking for a reason to get rid of your ass over morning. You get what I'm saying? Now let's go ahead and move on, because Mia Thornton, as Jay loves, was on the Carlos King Reality with the King YouTube show on Monday. And here's what she had to say about her reality versus what was presented on Potomac.
I was already in an expired space, right? I knew that I was like filming the season and everything that went down in the kitchen and everything and how the narrative of what was being followed in the story that, you know, everybody wanted to see, that wasn't the story that I wanted the world to see. I wanted the world to see my reality, and it wasn't real. It was a moment where Gordon decides to flip the script on everybody, and then we have to follow the flip of the script, right? And I said, no, just be normal, be real. And I think a lot of times people also don't understand is that would I have ever allowed for Gordon or Ink to be in the same room on cameras if they weren't getting along? They have been getting along for almost a year. So I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I will agree with you guys to allow my soon to be ex-husband and the love of my life to be in the same room because they get along and we have traveled together, we've celebrated holidays together. There hasn't been any animosity. I think that's a beautiful thing for the world to see.
We
I
didn't see
really
none of
do.
that. We didn't
What's
get to
that?
see none. Well, we didn't get
You
to
saw
see
none
none
of
of
it,
that. So
right?
if you're saying your intention for what you brought to the show last season was completely different than what we saw on camera as viewers, I can understand your decision because what you're
Yeah.
describing to us right now is the polar opposite of what we experienced watching your story play out on camera. That's the
Yeah.
total opposite.
Yeah. And so for me as a mother and as a wife, I've been a wife for 12 years. Could you imagine being scrutinized for something that you've done so well in? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? For a platform to say, no, that's not interesting, but this is. Let's play on this man's mental health since he wants to flip the script and he want to be mad. Okay, so that's it. And I'm like, but that's not my reality. That's not how I live my life. That's not how I parent my children. So while you guys think it's amazing to have ratings, what about my real life? You know what I mean? So I'm here to do reality TV.
Mia, stay lying.
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Wasn't she claiming that this was her reality before? Now it's not her reality. I think she confuses herself. But she was saying, I when she was talking to the girls about what was going on, they was like, Mia, this is too much. This is too much. She was like, but this is my real life. So I'm confused. You saying that Bravo is the one that did all of this, but you were saying in front of Giselle and the rest of the cast that this was your real life. And I remember numerous times her saying, this is my real life. I don't know why y'all are saying it's too much, but I'm giving you my authentic life. And now you saying it was Gordon and the producers and Bravo. I'm just very, this is why I can't get involved with her. This is why I rejoiced at the news that she was leaving, because I can't. This is a little bit, now it's too much again, and she's not even on the show.
Oh, I hate that I like slow housewives because Mia is legitimately slow. She's not a good liar. That's what really annoys me. Like, I don't know where to begin with this because sure, I guess in theory I get it. If the cameras really were showing something that was not accurate, cool. I could go with that. But if you knew this, then you could have spoken your truth or spun the story in whatever way that you wanted in scenes that weren't with Gordon. Hell, even in your interviews, you could have doubled down on blah 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 without giving away the season. There's so many other ways that she could have taken this, which is why I'm like, what are you saying? It doesn't make any sense. Just like Andy always says, if there was footage of it, we'd show it. If there was all of this other footage, I'm sure that they would show it. Yes, I get that they were probably, getting the clips together to push this narrative of Gordon's whatever, but I also don't see where he really flipped the script on her. I feel like he confronted her on her bullshit, but I don't see where he did something that just like completely flipped every happy thing that they supposedly had on his head. That's why I'm just like, what are you saying? But this goes back to she's so desperate to be on TV that she forgets all of the stories that she's been putting out since season 6. Each season is contradicting the one before it. So I don't know. She's just she's a pretty stupid girl. A very pretty stupid girl. That's why she need to be on Atlanta with Portia. They both pretty and stupid.
You muted. You muted.
I said, baby, I don't know about all that, but she actually just went ahead and tweeted, y'all. Today, I have been betting Juan Soto to get a home run for the last 3 days, and today he hit 2 while I was on air, and I ain't bet it. So I really want to talk to y'all about shit because I got to fuck my money up today. But that ain't got nothing to do with y'all. But anyway, Mia just tweeted, I'm holding myself accountable, not blaming production or anyone else. What aired was a false reality shaped by someone who was hurting and chose to hurt me in return. One who admitted it was done intentionally. It was all so clear. However, healing starts with honesty with myself first. So it sounds like she's saying that they all agreed to go ahead and show one thing when they got on camera, and when they got on camera, G bucked. She has always maintained that G and Ink have gotten along, and then when those cameras came around, he was going and doing his big one and doing the opposite of what they had been doing traditionally off camera. She has posted pictures on her social media confusing everyone about the two of them getting along. I don't know whether she's telling the truth or she's not. That's her story. She's sticking to it. To me, I wouldn't mind her being in Atlanta because that would take her over Britt Eady any day of the week.
Okay, that's the only reason.
And if she fits in with these girls, she does.
I feel like Atlanta lies are different than Potomac lies. Like her brand of lies don't really go over on Potomac women. Not saying that they're all not. I'm not saying that the women in Atlanta aren't educated and well off, but certain games just don't go over.
Potomac, they're not fun girls.
Yeah, they're not those type of fun girls. Like that. It also wasn't fun. I don't know.
I'm not saying that the lies are fun. I'm just saying that they're two different groups, and it doesn't matter what group of Atlanta girls are. If you were to ask me which one I would want to hang out with and have fun, it would probably be Atlanta because Atlanta have more fun on camera than Potomac ever does. Potomac has fun when the camera goes down. Let's go ahead and move on because speaking of Atlanta, the reunion is coming up soon, and it doesn't feel like Angela thinks that she will have many allies in her corner going into the reunion.
Season, it's going to be your first reunion as well, and just like you said, like there's filming the season and watching it, but the reunion is a whole nother beast. Going into it, who in your cast do you want to address the most, or get to the bottom of anything? And is there also someone in your cast that you're worried that might be coming for you?
I think all of them are going to come for me. I don't feel like I have any allies. I hope that I'm wrong. With the exception of Drew. I hope that I'm wrong. I don't see any inroads to saying, hey, Angela may have been right. Like, I don't see any inroads to support. And so I don't know if that's going to show up. However, I only have my intentions on clearing up some things that happen at the finale. And that happens with Phaedra when she comes. So they can come for me. I'll just be blocking and blah, 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 blah.
Because you and Portia ended on a good note at Cynthia's party, so something else happens in the second half of the season.
I feel like she tagged in help.
Okay.
That's just what it is.
All right, she feels like she tagged in help. I must agree with her in regards to her being on her own. On your own, you don't have no help. Those girls do not see it for Angela right now. However, if you ask me, they are in the wrong in a lot of the situations when it comes to Angela. The one situation I think that Angela's going to have to fight her way out of is definitely going to be inviting Drew on that birthday trip when Drew was not invited. I don't care what y'all finna say about production. I don't give a damn. I don't care if it's a TV show. I didn't invite her. I don't give a damn. It's my birthday trip. Don't bring nobody. You don't be the catalyst to bring somebody who I don't like on the show. So whatever y'all gonna say, I still stand firm in that. And I think that she already knows having Drew Sidora is not going to be worth much of a fight in her corner. So he's going to be a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest, Tori B.
I agree. Damn, them is two tourists. That's crazy. Because both of them are tourists. I I don't. Listen. I say Shamia did say. You know what, Angela? I'm sorry for anything I said. After she read the shit out of Brit Edie, she was like, Angela. She said that's why her face was like. You see her face after she called her a whore and she had stretch marks in her mouth. She was like, Angela, I am so sorry.
Angela's not gonna go down without a fight. I hope she doesn't show up like Garcelle and Sutton showed up. Excuse me, guys. Garcelle and Sutton showed up. I need a Kenya Moore performance. I need a Nene Leakes performance. I need a Teresa Giudice performance. I need when the girl Danielle Starr performing. All you hoes don't like me, and guess what? I don't like y'all neither. So let's go. Let's do it.
Well,
I need one of those performances.
It's a fractured group. Okay.
I love it.
It's Kelly and Shamia, and then it's Portia and Britt, and then it's Drew and Angela.
And I think that. Well, go ahead.
No, I don't know. I feel like in a moment now that Britt and Kelly are not friends anymore, I feel like there's a little bit more likely that she might be able to like not have an ally, but I feel like Kelly will say the truth when it needs to be said, because Kelly absolutely said. Portia said
Kelly deserves to get chewed out at the reunion.
Okay.
But go ahead.
No, I'm just saying she will at least tell the truth. Because when she said no, Portia absolutely did say
Kelly will tell Kelly has lied because Kelly said she didn't hear that girl say a gun, then came back and said she heard her say it. Kelly will tell the truth depending upon whoever she riding with at the time. She will not tell the truth for the truth's sake, unless you are someone like Portia, who she's not really, she like cool, but ain't cool. You know, I didn't have that off and on thing. I was surprised that she did tell the truth in that moment, but Angela busted them all. So what was she gonna do? Lie about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think that she just is. She hasn't proven to me to be this truth teller, regardless of who is, who it is, because of how she did it in the Brit situation.
Yeah,
she will ride on you depending upon who you ride for you, depending upon ride on you, ride for you depending upon who you are. But she won't necessarily. I don't know. It's the jury out. I like her, but whatever. What do you think about Shamia? Do you think she's a? What are you thinking about her?
Well, I mean, I've said it. I don't like this group. I like Shamia. I don't think that she's really bringing that much as a housewife outside of being rich. I think for a couple episodes I had hope. From what I've seen, she just still is like an annoying background character, and her personality just seems, maybe it's because we're seeing more of her, it doesn't seem like the Shamia that had been around all these other seasons.
That's her.
Well, I like her. I don't know. She's one of the ones who I'm not really watching. I'm fast forwarding through her scenes, so I'm probably missing some context. But I don't know. I just know I like Angela. That's my favorite out of these women. But every time I see her talking to them, it just seems like a mother dealing with her unruly daughters. Like, it just seems like she's very
putting a girl in her place.
Yeah, and it's just like, I like that, but it's just Angela deserves a better group.
Ooh, that's a
Angela deserves a better group. I truly believe
people that could read with her. Yeah.
Well, maybe that's Phaedra's coming though, you guys. I don't know what y'all think about Phaedra and her reading ability, but Phaedra is the old school group that you girls that everybody's talking about, and Phaedra's gonna give her that work. Watch. I would love to see how Angela handles it.
Yeah, I'm interested. You know how I feel about Phaedra, but I would think that Phaedra is somebody that would be time enough for Angela. I think that's what the disconnect is for me, because I think Angela is a star. I think she's very much a sharpshooter. I think she's actually a little too real for reality TV, but it's entertaining. Yeah, the group just feels disjointed for me still.
I think that this is a good group to build upon and move forward and remove and add some pieces. But this is a good core. Like, I could see if Shamia grows up a little bit into the role, Shamia, Angela, Kelly.
Stop being Portia's lapdog?
Yes. Shamia, Portia, Kelly, Angela,
Because I'm highly disappointed in that.
Those four.
I'm highly disappointed in her
Maybe
for-
Phaedra, and then they're talking. I know y'all don't like to hear it, but I think Kim Zolciak would do great with this group. I don't think she deserves.
I agree.
I don't think that she deserves the platform, but I think that she will perform well within this group.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
So before you say no, just hear me out. I'm not advocate, but I think she would serve well in this group. I actually think a Sheree Armato would do good in this group. I don't think that I want to see them necessarily, but I think that they would perform well within this group. You know what I mean? And as we see what works and what does not work, they continue to cast better girls. Like I think this is a group that we could work with. This group is more workable than the one that we've had the last 2 seasons. I could keep some of these girls around for a little bit.
I agree with that. I was thinking like what it is that bugs me about Shamia and Portia so much. And I'm thinking like out of all the cities, I think now most of the cities have some sort of best friend dynamic. Like you had Garcelle and Sutton, you have Jen and Katie, you have Mary and Angie K, you had Gertie and Nicole, Potomac, you had Giselle and Robin. I think the thing with all of those that Portia and Shamia lacked, even if their friendship was strong off camera, there was no synergy with them on camera. All of those other women, they were committed to, right or wrong, no matter what you think about the duos, they were committed to at least like having each other's back on camera. And I think because,
that's Portia's fault.
And exactly, I think because Portia is not doing that, it just kind of like, okay, well, what do y'all have to offer outside of this best friendship that is just like crumbling before our eyes? But I do agree. I think that this cast, even though I don't like the current iteration, I do think that there's some configurations where this can build. I hope Cynthia does not come back because I don't know why she's there. But I do want to see Shamia without Portia, and I don't necessarily want to see Portia without Shamia.
Okay. Go ahead and read this comment for me, Tori B. from Dewana on Facebook.
Yes, thank you for your comment via Facebook. Dewana said, I agree about bringing Drew to Portia's birthday without being invited. Side note, Tisha from Love and Marriage Huntsville did the same thing to Melody when she brought Destiny uninvited.
Yes.
That's just wrong.
She did. Well, the Love and Marriage feel like a void been missing. Wow. I mean, they really have given us a break from Huntsville this time, huh?
Yeah. But they filming, so
they're filming. But I mean, Huntsville is such a year-long commitment. So when we're in it, we're going to be back in it, guys. But wow, that was like a year worth of stuff. Thank you, Dewana, over on Facebook. Thank you, everybody in the lounge here on YouTube and over on Facebook watching, down to the X, wherever you're watching. Thank you so very much. Did you have something you wanted to add to that, Tori? Because your lips is bumping.
No, I totally agree. Destiny should not have been invited.
Oh God, girl, we're not going now.
That's all I said. That's all I said.
Because I know, girl, I know you.
I'm not.
We're gonna get on down to the damn thing, and I ain't gonna be able to pull you out of it.
No, I'm done. Okay,
that's all right. All I have to say. Okay, get me together, baby.
And I actually do agree that Drew shouldn't have been brought on the trip.
She shouldn't have been brought on that fucking trip. No. But the thing about Angela that I respect is, even though she was wrong, she blatantly told us, even though I do not respect that she was playing in that girl face and gaslighting her about it. I don't like that. But I do like that she said, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Okay. I can deal with that. Okay. That's the truth. Oh, I didn't hear her say it. I didn't know she wasn't welcome. I didn't. Girl, yes, she did. Stop it. But her being who she is and being a realist, she wasn't going to be able to keep up that live for too long, because eventually, what did she say? I don't really give a fuck. I invited. I don't care. What else is going on? Now, what else you want? Do you want to fight? Because I know you don't. Oh, baby, I said it on this review earlier.
Want to fight?
Huh?
I said Portia sure as hell didn't want to fight.
Portia want to fight everybody but Angela. Portia, Portia,
she knows what's good for her.
She got up. She ran into that house after Angela came out there and said, "What you said about Charles?"
Portia didn't even get a chance to get eaten on coochie. All right, you guys, let's take it on over to Miami.
Congratulations on your new love. Are you happy?
Are you happy?
Are you?
Are you?
Don't you see her happy? She's super happy. She's amazingly happy. Congratulations for real, Lance, okay? Good luck with both of you. Thank you. Just value the love, take care of it.
We're getting married November 2020.
Wow.
6.
Thank you for that. Wait. Hold on. Give me the exclusive. What is it?
We're getting married.
When?
It's going to be a beautiful marriage. November 2025.
Are you proposing now?
I can't tell you when I'm going to propose.
This is a good spot. But you guys are really getting married?
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations, Larsa. Oh my God. God bless you guys. That's it.
Why is Larsa marrying that man?
Because Larsa has. I will let Jay
Coochie
say
sale.
it.
Did you sell it, Larsa?
It's a lot of delusions. A lot of delusions.
Larsa, did you sell it?
Number one, this looks like mother and son. Like, number one, Larsa is
She
just
was a black
weird.
woman, which she is not.
But Larsa's just like, it almost kind of reminds me of, like, is she practicing witchcraft? It seems like she put these men under like spells or something. It just feels very weird and like not interesting to touch because she doesn't. I don't know how to describe Larsa, but I'm not interested in this.
Kardashian. How about that?
Yes, I'm not interested in this. That is my long and short.
Kardashians are fake ass black woman. Larsa, did you sell it?
To the highest.
You know the
bidder.
cat?
Yeah.
Did you sell it? Did you sell the cat? I don't understand why she's married a 30-year-old
queen. She said Sean said she's a stunt queen.
All right, Sean.
It's like, you know what? It's like she wanted her own Tristan. That's what it gives.
That's what he looked like.
Yep. Sound like him too.
And he don't even play basketball no more. He ain't even good.
Which is also weird because it's like, Larsa's chasing a check. So
does he have money is my question. I think she's at the age now where she don't care. Maybe she'll spend the money on him.
Yeah, I mean, she's spending Scotty money.
The only thing I'll give her is that he is more attractive than Marcus.
Yes.
Only thing I'll give her.
Yes.
Ooh, Marcus,
he's also younger than Marcus.
I think Marcus had the hammer on him though.
Covered in coke.
I was you got
maybe that's why she was always on that Marcus catch.
That's why he could go the way he was going. Remember, she said they was having sex like 11 times a day.
Girl, I ain't got time to go. Never mind, I won't go there. While we're in Miami, the show is no longer in Miami. However, one of the former Miami Basketball Wives that is currently on the current iteration of Basketball Wives has something to say about her former Miami bestie. And we want to thank our correspondent, Jackie Christie, for being messy as hell and getting the tea.
In everybody's business, but doesn't want to talk about what's going on in her house. And, happy hoes ain't hating.
Happy hoes ain't hating. That's going online somewhere. So did you feel that Evelyn was, what do you feel was the motivation, or at least in this first episode, I haven't seen the rest of the season, what do you think was her motivation to make everybody be concerned or overly concerned about your choice to get married to your now husband?
Jealousy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what her concern is, because honestly, I can't speak for her. But my thing is, Evelyn has never been she's never been married. She's never been in a successful marriage. So she is not one to give advice to anyone. You got to sit this out.
Ooh. To the executives in the room, I need to host this reunion. I'm just letting y'all know that. Okay. One more question, Jennifer. It seems like you're much more clear and firm and strong about defending yourself in this season and not letting anybody bully you. I haven't seen the rest of the season. I think in the car with your husband you were talking about they can basically F around and find out, and they're finding out. What changed?
I think people are used to me being reserved, which I am to a certain point, and I'm not really confrontational, but I am going to protect my man at all costs. So my thing is, I don't give a fuck what you think. It's not your business. You don't gotta fuck him that night. I do. So what's your problem?
Who the hell is that?
Child. Cynthia's got a backbone. She says she hates that when y'all say that, so stop doing that. Jen's got a backbone. What you guys think about Jen basically telling Evelyn to fuck off?
He can do that. I mean, I do believe that that man is a scammer, and I think
Allegedly.
allegedly. I mean, yeah,
Allegedly.
allegedly. When is he going in the slammer? Because he was sentenced to jail. I think he's a liar, and she tends to attract men like this. And Evelyn, I know you trying to tell her, but if the girl want to be delusional like she been, like she got when she got her Range Rover stolen and all the things by some man she was dating, and the man was stalking her, and she went and married this young man, then let her be, because she a fool in love. So you just gotta let women. There's some people who just won't listen to you, and you see. I'm one of those people that see stuff before it happens, and so when I be like, I don't like this or something about this guy ain't right, I usually keep it to myself because people don't listen. They still go forward with what they want to do. So it's no point. So she got nasty and she said all those things. Fine.
I don't think that it's rooted in wanting to help her. I watched the episode on Monday, and she's meeting with private investigators and doing all of this stuff. And it does not come from a place where she's trying to help her, in my opinion, because it feels like it comes from a place of, you did this to me when it was my man, and you busted out Ocho Cinco, and now I'm going to bust you out of yours. I don't think that it's coming from a place of concern, in my opinion. Or maybe it started that way, but it doesn't read that way after watching the show. In my opinion, that's what I think. And I really hate that she is stuck in basketball wise purgatory, because she stays in Atlanta, or she stayed in Atlanta. She would have been perfect years ago on the old crew for Atlanta.
I I just hate that Jen has the correct energy for Evelyn after the wrong man. Like I agree that Evelyn did not come from a place of like true concern or sincerity. And yes, Evelyn, that's just how she talks to people, but it's not right, especially, for someone who is your girl, your friend, supposedly. But it's just like, Jen, yes, you are clapping back in the right way, but it's after the worst man. Like,
Yeah,
Evelyn is right and wrong at the same time. It's the right message, wrong messenger.
yeah. And all she would have to, say is, I don't appreciate, but you're telling me one thing. You're telling me this is one thing, but the way that you're speaking to me, the way that you're so gung ho, and you got papers and stuff like this and trying to prove it, it is not how you go about this type of a situation with your girlfriend.
I agree with
It's
that.
embarrassing her, and that's not the same. So it's not going to read from that, because Jen clocks that you're trying to embarrass me. However, Jen does not clock that she is readily being embarrassed, as she was refuting each one of those claims and was like, he has a grandmother that can't not hear out of her left ear. So when the phone rings, he puts it on silent. So therefore, it does not disturb her while she's trying to sleep. That don't make no fucking sense, Jen.
Yeah, but Jen's whole existence on this show has been an embarrassment. From when she was married to that first man and threw that drink in her face, to the fact that he had that big old, you got money, but you got that big old lump on your head. And then y'all put the lump on the cake when you divorced him. And he was not cute. And then, she going through the thing with the Range Rover, the man stealing the Range Rover.
Remember, he couldn't keep his teeth in his mouth. Oh.
Yeah, it's just like her whole history on this show is an embarrassment. Christian is no different, and let her be a fool.
No, he is different because he fine.
I will say, I actually think
Evelyn, that's the problem.
I like Evelyn, but I think her time on the show has been more embarrassing than Jen's. I mean, they both are equally embarrassing. I think it's just clear that they only, in the past couple seasons, they're only friends when they have a shared common enemy. Like, no matter how many times they talk and cry on the beach, Evelyn is not going to get over whatever she allegedly said about her daughter. And I wish that they would have just cut it there.
And there are people who have said worse because all she said was the girl raised herself because you was out being a hoe. She didn't talk about your daughter. She talked about you being a bad mama.
I truthfully, I think Evelyn is probably upset because there was probably some truth to what
There's a
Jen
lot of
said.
truth to it. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah, I just again another pretty woman just doing dumb shit. Jen, wake up.
Yeah, why would you date Tim from Sweetie Pies?
Oh gosh.
I didn't get it. Like, I'm a woman of a certain age. I get it, Jen, but you doing this out of desperation because you want somebody is crazy to me. You're a woman of a certain amount of means. You are a target. And I just don't want to see how this ends because this is very sad.
Well, the last topic, speaking of very sad, is very sad Sutton. As Sutton has gone on the record now on Jeff Lewis and stated that she's still giving Garcelle the time that she needs. She does not think that Garcelle is upset with her personally. She just is taking some time away from the show. And not only is she not speaking to Garcelle currently, she is no longer working with Avi. So, Tori, what did you think about Sutton basically saying that she's on the island unto herself at the moment?
She should. Sutton, do you have a therapist? I think you should talk to them and really let the therapist help you find the truth. And the truth is, Garcelle no longer wants to be your friend because you left her hanging by herself at that reunion and then went to look for her after the cast photo and had the nerve to say on camera, well, we were supposed to get supper. Girl, please go to therapy because I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know why Avi left, but this is sad. And now she really alone because them kids is
Ivy
grown.
didn't want to be there. I don't know if you could tell. Ivy was frustrated with her this last season for sure. He was sick of her ass.
I'm
And her
frustrated
mama.
with Beverly Hills. I I want to say I don't care enough to comment on this just because I'm just so annoyed with how this last season was. But Sutton, let the mouse go. Let the mouse go. I think I'm looking forward to not thinking about Beverly Hills for a while, not thinking about any of them because I really don't want to see Erica on my screen. I don't want to see Dorit on my screen.
I won't be watching. I'm
I
sorry.
I
won't be
don't want to see
watching
Bose
either.
on my screen. I really.
We're done.
I'm done. I don't want to. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm just won't he do it and all of this nonsense. Like, Bose, what were you thinking? Why is she using black colloquialisms? Like, and they had the nerve to say that's an insider. No, it's not. All the black people know what the fuck you meant.
Well, don't get me started on that. I done cut that about that three or
Right.
4 times. I'm like, I can't
Listen,
touch
And it
something
was
like that.
Bose who exposed her to it. Because who else did it?
Beverly Hills has had the second worst season. They've had the worst season after New York out of all the franchises this year. Like I just was so disappointed with this season. Like nothing happened and everything stupid happened all at the same time.
All right, you guys. Beverly Hills sucked, but it is renewed, as were a slew of other series on the Bravo slate as the upfronts are coming up next week on the 12th. But in a press release, Bravo announced the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Potomac, and Salt Lake City have all been renewed and are currently in production. There is also Married to Medicine, Southern Charm, Southern Hospitality, a slew of Below Deck series that have been renewed as well. Below Deck Med and Below Deck Down Under. as well as a slate of new shows about to air, well, about to be in production as they're revamping and rebooting Ladies of London, not to be confused with The Real Housewives of London that is airing over in London on Hey You. But it looks like they're going to bring back the Ladies of London. Gigi, MJ, and Reza will be on Incarnation of the Valley for their particular Persian friend group, in a spinoff from the Valley and a reboot of Shahs of Sunset. Then there is a Housewives wife swap show that is rumored to be featuring Wendy and a couple of other housewives, but it has been greenlit. And the brand new Real Housewives of Rhode Island. Missing from that are any black shows that are new. We don't got none of them. We don't get no black shows that's new. And missing from that as well is New York and New Jersey Housewives. What did you guys think about that, Jay?
I feel like Bravo is losing the plot a little bit. Shahs, they all need to just stay where they are. I think that their time is coming on. They weren't that good after like season 2 or 3 anyways. Don't care about that. I do believe that we have too many housewife cities. However, I know how we all felt when Salt Lake was announced and, we were enjoying them. So I think Rhode Island could be okay, but I think it's just, if they were bringing Rhode Island on, somebody else needed to go. Like, I just think it's too much. And then the wife swap.
We did not need that.
We didn't need it. We could have just stayed with Ultimate Girls Trip.
Y'all could get rid of the Love Hotel too. I didn't care.
I like episode 2 of Love Hotel, but I think Love Hotel is just it's mindless fun. The wife swap, I think, unless they really like send polar opposite wives to each other, it's not going to be entertaining. The rumored cast. I'm sorry, Big Emily, Wendy, Angie, and Sprinkle Cookies. That is not a group I want to switch at all.
Let me
Now,
tell you something.
if you sent Larsa to go babysit Ray in Potomac, I'd watch that.
No, you had to send Bree Edie to go babysit Ray, or Portia to go
I'd
babysit
watch
Ray.
that. Send Erica Lyles to go babysit Ray, even though she's not.
Oh, okay, here you go. Let me tell you something. Whatever episode Emily gonna be on, I won't be watching that motherfucker. I don't like her.
Sure won't.
I don't like Emily from OC. I dragged her the whole OC review I did. I enjoyed reviewing OC, you guys. I really did. I dragged Emily ass from pillow. I don't like Emily. And now Gretchen and her MAGA ass is back and they coming for Katie. But it's nothing I can do for Katie. I can't help Katie. I can't. She didn't help herself at the reunion. And she knew signing up for another season, they were going to tag her ass some more. So I can't do nothing about that. But Emily, when you said Emily's name, I don't know if you saw my face. I don't like her.
Emily is one of the most pointless housewives to have ever been casted on.
She's
anything.
a bully.
And not an entertaining bully. Like,
not an entertaining one. And she said them children said what she said, and she said that shit, in my opinion. Talking about Heather. She did not like Heather. Girl, I can go on and on about Emily. I don't like her. I'm not really impressed with any of it. Rhode Island is probably going to be really good because, like I said, y'all, like you just said, they didn't care for Salt Lake and in the air and everybody changed their mind. I think that finding a dynamic group of people in dynamic cities that we have not already been exposed to is going to be the next wave of survival, because they will not do the necessary things to keep the existing platforms that they have in great condition. The necessary things to do in New Jersey is to get rid of Marge and Melissa and keep it moving. The necessary thing in Atlanta is to bring Nene back. The necessary thing in Married to Medicine is to bring Mariah back. The necessary thing, they did the necessary things for OC to be great. The necessary thing in Beverly Hills is to get rid of Kyle Richards, Dorit, and Erica, if you want to be honest with you, get rid of all them hoes. That's the necessary things to do. There are certain things that need to be done to move these shows into the next generation. The necessary thing in Atlanta to do was what they did was just get some young girls in there, or younger girls in there, and grow them. But in order to grow them, you have to have people that we want to watch grow alongside them. And unfortunately for y'all, there's nothing that they're ever going to be able to do with Atlanta except for getting Nene back to make people shut up. So you do business at the cost of doing business and bring her back.
I agree. I guess one other thing, Ladies of London, no. Like, I think it's just a cultural thing. I don't think anybody in America is interested in watching them
Nobody's
British
gonna
family.
care because they didn't watch the first one. I did, but I love
I
the first
watched
I
the
one.
thought
first
they was gonna
season.
bring
First season wasn't good.
Caroline Stanbury.
They said it's gonna be new girls. So if Caroline gets a third show to flop at, I really want to know why. And you do like I said, do the necessary things. I think that this is their way of placating girls and keeping them around in the family. Melissa Gorga needs to understand her time has gone on the Housewives platform. But if you continue to be workable, they will work with you. Look how many times they have platformed Luann.
Mm-hmm.
She's great
Luann got 9
television.
lives. Luann has 9
Absolutely.
lives.
Dorinda, they will figure something out for you. You will be all right. Girl, get the hell. If you would just, they are waiting for one of them to just gracefully just say, you know what, fuck it, I'll do it, I'll leave. Leave so we can get our show back. Marge, leave so we can get our show back.
So, David had a really good question. Well, yeah, we couldn't have gotten Housewives of Chicago, New Orleans, or Charlotte.
They tried. They landed on. They tried. They casted in New Orleans. They casted in Chicago.
They're filming something. There was a tweet that was on my timeline. They're filming something in Chicago. It was rumored that it could be Housewives. There was some woman that was being filmed throwing out a pitch at some game. Bunch of cameras there. I don't know if it's Chicago. I want to say the same account that had mentioned Rhode Island last year had mentioned Chicago. I would like a Chicago. I think Midwest is very untapped. I think we've kind of exhausted the East Coast and the West Coast kind of thing. But Chase, we need more black shows. We need more
Where are
black
my black
ensemble shows.
shows? Where are my background dancers? Where are my black shows at? No black shows in the slate. None.
That's by design.
DEI is over, folks.
Yeah.
I also would like to see, and I don't know, I mean, this is kind of niche. I would like to see an Asian-led show. Like, I would like to see anything other than the same old, same old.
And I have nothing against Persians, but those shots, they're not doing it for nobody care when they went away. Nobody's gonna care.
I liked Family Karma. I think that deserved a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't watch Family Karma, but I know a lot of people liked it. I take that back. The little bits and pieces that I watched were good. I've never seen a bad Family Karma clip, ever. But those shows, like, there's so much that they could do with the medium. There's Peacock there. Some of these shows don't need to be on Bravo. Some of them need to be on Peacock. There's just a lot of things that they could do. I think that there's a lot of old guard at Bravo. That it may be time to go. Like, I don't know if you noticed, the reason why Basketball Wives feels different this season is because they have been produced by Shed Media for years. And this year, Truly Original is producing them. So if VH1 was switched to producers, why won't Bravo? It just, come on, guys. Give us something. Give us something to work with. Speaking of working with, Tori B, what you working with for the rest of the week? Let the people know. Birthday gal.
I wish. No, I'm going to the spa. That's about it.
Oh.
I did my little shopping the last 2 days. I relaxed. I made some nice purchases.
What you bought me?
Huh?
What you buy me?
Ooh. Is it your birthday?
Am I me? I mean, what the fuck?
You'll be all right.
Wow. It's a tough crowd.
Meow.
I've missed you both.
I know. All right. There was a few questions I did want to answer. I know Sean asks, is Jackie really divorcing Doug? I doubt it, because Doug just became the head coach of I think the Sacramento Kings. That's more money. I don't think she's going anywhere. And then some people were asking about this guy that Lars is with.
31 and Lars is 60.
And so his college career was at Columbia. Just for background, those Ivy League schools, they're not really known for sports. So Columbia, him playing at Columbia, and he averaged like 2-point-something points a game.
So
I'm looking at his stats. I looked on Wikipedia.
He must have a ding-a-ling goal. She just see an athlete and be ready to fuck. What else you got?
Oh, and he went undrafted, so he's not even a good player. I guess he's playing overseas because I don't even. Yeah. Austin Spurs. He's not even a real bet.
Was that like D League?
The G League.
G League, GD, whatever.
Yeah, that's very clear. So I don't know what her thing is.
That well drying up down there.
Yeah, I don't know what was her, her goal in getting with this guy. Could it be love? Maybe.
It's gonna have to be because it sounds like he got no coins.
And
what else we got?
She just go back to Scotty and make it work.
Scotty don't want her ass. She embarrassed him and his kid. What guy? One of the guys. Oh, she was dating Malik Beasley, who was married and not too much older than her oldest son.
Any other questions you want to address before we go?
No, but I just wanted to address those two guys. So there you go. You got your answer.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. We greatly appreciate you. I literally just got off of the Atlanta review with Tori from the What Else Is Going On podcast. Y'all go check that out. We had a really great discussion. We'll be back next week with that. Does anybody watch The Valley?
I'm not watching that shit. Sorry.
It's so good. I hate to tell you, bitch. It's good.
I keep hearing it's good.
That motherfucker's so good. I'm sorry. I hate to say it.
Do I need to watch season 1 or can I just watch?
Oh yeah, you gotta watch season 1 to get. You're gonna have to watch season 1, but it's a quick watch. It was because they didn't have a lot of episodes. A quick watch, and something's always happening every episode of The Valley. It was good, and they addressed Kristen and the racist stuff. Like, baby, they went in, baby. Go ahead, go. I was gagged, girl. I'm sorry. The Valley is hitting. The Valley.
I'm gonna try to give it a couple episodes.
Justice for Faith, but still.
Oh yeah, Justice for Faith. And another reason why I watch is because I feel like there's not a lot of voices out here dragging the people, and so I have to lend my voice where it is a void. So I don't know if we're going to review it faithfully, but we will. We may do an episode or two talking about them, just like a catch-up thing or whatever. I don't know. But The Valley was hitting, y'all. I'm sorry. We have Mojito Mommies coming up from me and Jamie. On the Miami tip, and we'll have special guests. Hopefully, we can have Jay come on in since he says he loves Miami so much. We'll see if he'll come and talk Mojito Mommies with us. That is probably going to be the most unhinged show ever. So pray. And me and Jamie are unhinged, and this thing down here, I don't know how that's going to work out. So
I love Jamie, so I know y'all going to be good.
Yeah. If you want to get a taste of me and Jamie, go to the OC archives. There are a couple of shows that me and Jamie did by ourselves that are just like, I don't know what we talked about, pretty much. That's how we roll. And of course, you'll see Tori be here on Happy Hour and Atlanta as permits. And with that being said, I will see you when I see you. If there's anything that is really breaking, we will break it and we will come on like we always do. But say happy birthday to Tori B and tell us that you love us, and go ahead and tell YouTube that you love us by liking, commenting, subscribing, and keeping us in the algorithm, and keep up with us around the clock on all of our No Chaser TV socials. We at 65,000 across all platforms this week. Thank y'all so much. I do greatly appreciate you, and I appreciate these two, to Tori B, Jay, everybody in the lounge. You know who you are. We greatly appreciate you, and we will see you soon. Thank you so much. Run the numbers up. Peace. Yeah. Ooh. I'm joking. I'm joking.